For people in southern Putnam County, loud noises in the sky this past weekend literally rocked their world, and not in a good way.
Guys, what is going on?
Strange sounds are being heard around the world.
Residents northeast of Oklahoma City are saying a loud, shrill noise is keeping them up at night.
And the crazy part, no one knows exactly what it is or where it's coming from.
Authorities in Beltrami County are investigating a mystery tonight.
The sheriff's office says there was a bright flash in the sky last night, and then a few seconds later, a loud boom in the Bemidji area. As Joe Mason reports, at first authorities thought it was a meteor, but now they say that's unlikely.
The boom and flash of light were caught on a doorbell camera. At the same time, from this camera at the Bemidji airport, you can see a light race across the evening sky. Watch closely again. We slowed it down.
In talking with different scientists, it is looking increasingly unlikely that it was a meteor.
If you were lucky enough to hear it or see it, it's probably a once in a lifetime, or certainly only very few times in a lifetime.
Bemidji residents didn't know that last night, as the flash in the sky and accompanying loud boom brought more concern than awe.
He's not a hound dog, but you could say Trax was all shook up last night after hearing this.
He did not like that. He can handle regular thunder and fireworks, but he did not like that boom last night.
Mueller says multiple 911 calls reported the mysterious sight and noise. After all, the weather was clear at the time.
And we did not have any power outages either.
When I hear something like this in my backyard, you bet it makes the hair on my neck stand.
It was around 6:40 Monday night. His dog and several other people in and around Bemidji were shaken by this flash of lights and loud boom.
At my house, it rattled the windows and the dishes clanged a little bit, but some people had their car alarms were activated by the noise.
No damage was reported. It wasn't picked up on weather radar or satellite lightning detection. The county even sent the videos to NASA to see if they could determine the cause. We showed the videos to Stephen Ratliff, a professor of physics and astronomy at St. Cloud State University. He believes the light may have been a meteor, but he's unclear where the sound came from.
I'm not sure what to make of that.
The sheriff's office up in Beltrami County says that they talked to a scientist with NASA who doesn't think the video from Bemidji Airport shows a meteor. And they say that the home video was inconclusive. The sheriff's office says that they're still trying to figure it out.
My money is on UFO. Julie, well, who knows? Could be.
Hundreds of North Texans heard and felt a loud boom this afternoon. And tonight we know what caused it. The thunderous noise shook homes in Wise County. Meredith Yeomans went there to find answers.
It was crazy.
It lasted seconds.
Everyone heard it.
But the boom heard across Wise County is still causing noise.
It was very loud.
Like just a big boom. It shook the walls.
Doors rattling.
Shook the windows.
Garage doors bowing.
Shook the TVs on the walls, everything. Everyone just kind of looked at each other like, whoa, what is that? It scared the crap out of me.
When news about the noise hit social media, we went to the Square in Decatur to find people who heard it. McCoy Hillary was at school.
I thought it was an explosion.
Veronica Mars was at work.
And we were having a Thanksgiving luncheon, and we actually had one of the windows open, and we heard like a boom. It was actually two booms.
You're welcome. The Wise County Sheriff's Office says about a dozen 911 calls came into its dispatch center in a matter of minutes.
On top of numerous non-emergency calls.
Chief Deputy Craig Johnson says first responders fanned out to try to find the source of the sound.
From anywhere from shots being fired to explosions, to sonic boom. Out of all that, we came up with sonic boom.
A predictable conclusion since Wise County is between two military installations. They get sonic booms from time to time. Just not this loud. They get sonic booms from time to time. Just not this loud. Meredith Yeomans, NBC5.
Yeah, CBS 17's Steve Spracia is digging deep to unravel the big boom mystery. And Steve, what's shaking bacon?
Well, ironically, it happened on National Shakeout Day. That's a day set aside for doing earthquake drills around the country. Now, this was not an earthquake, but it certainly was mysterious.
It was the percussion from it, the shake of the ground and the house that surprised me.
People across our area are wondering what happened after they heard a large boom. Right around noon, people started calling WRL from Hillsborough saying they heard something. Since then, we've received reports from people all over asking what happened.
I remember an earthquake about 12 years ago in 2011 that I was in Durham for at my grandmother's house, and it felt like a train rumbling by. But this one felt a little different. It felt more like a boom. An explosion.
RDU says there was nothing in the sky that would create a sonic boom, and the U.S. Geological Service reports no earthquakes in the southeast today.
The U.S. Geological Survey did not report an earthquake in the area.
I've experienced earthquakes before, and it's still nothing as the sort.
It is now confirmed that mysterious boom heard in Hillsborough yesterday was an earthquake.
So that's what it was.
Remember all those reports we got from Orange County in the last 24 hours about what sounded like a sonic boom? Well, we're now hearing from the U.S. Geological Survey that loud sound was actually an earthquake. We checked with the USGS a little while ago, and for some reason, whatever was happening did not show up on their algorithms.
A bang heard throughout Hillsborough remained a mystery for nearly 24 hours. Almost 100 people dialed 911 for answers.
Do you have any reports of an explosion in the area, or if you're ready, we just heard one? Affirmative. We felt and heard the same thing. We're trying to identify.
Now, what he just brought up there, one of the people that I spoke with here, that sonic boom potential, we reached out to the U.S. Air Force actually out of D.C., asking their public affairs department, were they made aware of any sort of sonic boom or other sound that kind of echoed across this part of the state? And could they tell us what sort of reports they've received? They're looking into that possibility now as well.
All Orange County officials can say for sure is that there were no reports of injuries. After that, all explanations are up in the air.
Loud booms. They are the talk of the town in Richfield. They're mysterious noises, and they are being heard around the city, especially late at night.
The first time I heard it, I thought it came from that way. I heard it at night, that it woke me up.
It was loud enough to wake her from a deep sleep.
It was like a very deep boom, kind of something like that.
Jennifer isn't alone. People all over Richfield have heard the booms.
Guys, what is going on?
Strange sounds are being heard around the world. In Sweden, this sure sounds like a trumpet. In Michigan, another trumpet-like sound. In British Columbia, Canada, Dr. Glenn McPherson says he heard a strange humming sound in his home. At first, he thought it was an appliance.
Ultimately, I cut the power to the entire house, and the sound got louder.
Then he discovered he was not alone.
This is in fact a worldwide phenomenon, and I'm calling it the worldwide hum.
This don't get right. And this has been happening all day. If I ain't right with the Most High, I suggest y'all get right with the Most High, because that's a trumpet.
Hope that's not a tornado. I don't think it is.
That's definitely a trumpet.
About 10:30 p.m. Thursday night, as West Michigan was getting ready for bed,
something peculiar was streaking above.
I heard rumbling, and I see clear skies.
It was just insanity. Like, I'm surprised the kids didn't wake up. That's how loud it was at my house.
For over a minute, it echoed from Holland to Hastings, northern Kent County, and down to Kentwood.
To have one so close to home that actually made that like boom sound, rumble sound, was pretty surreal.
But what was it? In this video caught by Ron Earl in Wyoming, it sure looks like a meteor. Now, Fox 17 showed Lunsford these videos late Friday. He says they do not appear to show a meteor and says this does not sound like a meteor entering the atmosphere.